At 26 years old and with 19 films to his credit, Jake Gyllenhaal has already built an impressive resume. His performance in Brokeback Mountain earned him an Oscar nomination, and his role in Jarhead received rave reviews. In his latest film, the psychological thriller Zodiac, Gyllenhaal portrays an obsessed newspaper cartoonist hunting for the serial killer who terrified Northern California in the late 60s and early 70s.
I remember you thought that Zodiac was military, so I went to every base library, and I got a list of every person who's ever checked out his books, and that's where I found this. Listen, it means they were stolen. So almost every book on ciphers was stolen from the Presidio Library. And the Oakland Army Terminal Library. Somebody didn't want a record of ever having checked out these books. Who are you again?
And Jake Gyllenhaal is here this morning along with the man he plays in the film, Robert Graysmith, author of Zodiac and Zodiac Unmasked. Gentlemen, good morning. Thanks for being here. This is an interesting film. We were talking a little bit earlier. It's about the Zodiac killings, of course, which terrorized Northern California during that period in the late 60s. So you expect to walk into a film and see a movie about a serial killer. It's something different, though, isn't it?
Well, I think it is a movie about a serial killer, but I think more than anything, it's a movie about how, three people's lives get caught up in it, more so than just watching the murders themselves, which I think you do get to see in the movie, but are not the primary focus.
And we watched your character and you, Robert, in a position of going from this curiosity about these killings to this intense obsession.
Well, I didn't know I was obsessed until this man portrayed me, and I didn't realize I was deferential and shy, but he nailed it. Everybody from that time period says I had tons of hair, I was 37 years younger, and I weighed 145 pounds from working on the case, and they all said, oh no, it's absolutely accurate. And that's the one thing I hear about this case is David Fincher, he wanted to make a newspaper film, those really loud and noisy and clattering days where there's a lot of competition, and he brought back the entire chronicle of 1969 to the fact that even the desk drawers had the actual items, the phones worked, every single thing on that set was literally like going back in time.
Officially, it remains unsolved.
Yes.
Are people going to be dissatisfied with, I don't want to give them the full ending of the movie away, but dissatisfied with the ending?
What I find most fascinating about the case and about the movie is in particular about the resolution, or what people want as a resolution, is that, this is a movie about a different type of resolution. It's not what you would normally expect. I think it's almost like an unresolved cadence, but that is the end of a lot of music, and it leaves you with the sense that there is more to come, and I think that's a terrifying thing, and for some people, and after they finish the movie, to know that that person is still out there is...
And more to come, that's the exact thing. I mean, since this movie hasn't even opened yet, the Vallejo PD has come up with new evidence. They've submitted it to Sacramento.
Where they're going to do a DNA testing on some of the envelopes.
The San Francisco Chronicle may have found a Zodiac letter from 1990 buried within their Xerox copies. Actually, one of the captain at Vallejo PD says he thinks it's the same guy that Dave Toschi and I thought it was.
As someone who grew up in Northern California, was familiar with these killings.
But they are moving.
Fascinating story to watch, and as a story and a fascinating movie to watch, and it does, again, beg all these questions. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being here. Congratulations on a fine work. Appreciate it. And we should let folks know that Zodiac is now in theaters nationwide.